Hey everybody, Ryan F. MTG here, and today we're doing round 2 of GP TFS. So I'm still playing the Akuma list that we played for round 1. Round 1 we played a little sloppy, made a couple mistakes, but we squeaked out with a 4-1. So we are in Group A of round 2, so hopefully we can do good. So let's talk about the changes and then jump into the league. The change that I made was I actually got rid of both of the Bandersnatches. I do think that that card is good, but I kind of wanted to tweak around and play with a couple different cards and play more of some cards that kind of surprised me last time. So I really wanted to play the third Seth, because right now this deck doesn't have that hard of a time getting to the 3 Ascend threshold, and Seth is very, very good, because 4 MP for a 2/7, that's a really good body, and then as long as you've done the 3 Ascend triggers, killing something 4 cost or less is awesome. Yes, sometimes you don't get that, you can have awkward hands, but I definitely want to play with the third one. And then with getting rid of the other Bandersnatch, it left one space still open, and I wanted to play the third M Bison. I like this card is so good. Even if you can't Ascend it, a 6 MP for a 3/5 with combo is not the worst by any means. Yes, it does mean that our curve is a little bit higher, but I think that's okay. So those are the changes I made. Let's jump into the league. Starting off against DD Wesker, this is just going to be extremely grindy. Let's swap this. I don't want like Violent our opener. We didn't have any of our Ascent fodder. The one thing with my changes of getting rid of the Bandersnatches is we have a lot less of Ascent fodder, and I don't particularly like that. But, you know, we could always play like Vegas and Seths and stuff for like 0 value. Doesn't feel great, but, you know, it is what it is. We definitely want to start playing because, like, if you notice our opponent, there was a couple seconds where they were not actually netting any MP, which is very, very, you know, that's why I just kind of threw that out, right, as, okay, and then they used a removal spell, so, like, that's not the worst by any means. So that's not going to kill it. We could just do this. Let's do this, though. Let's kind of see what they do. Man, and there we still have 2 more in our deck, and that's a pretty good card for us too, which kind of stinks, not going to lie. Feels bad. We could just do this. Excuse me. Tilt. I think we just see what they do, because if they dram another unit, no, okay. I think we just have to do this. I really don't want to do another Seth. Like, we've lost quite a few of these trades. And yet again, I could have waited longer. However, it's then just we're not netting MP, and I did not want to not net any MP there. Okay, that's pretty nice that we snuck in that hit right there. Okay, let's do that. Like how we're both just doing stuff at the same time. So now we have Ascend. Oh, we only have Ascend 2? Tilt. Yeah, this is just kind of showing like an awkward hand, but yet again, we could just throw a Seth down there and like it's fine, right? And I think that's what we do now. Hopefully that hits the Seth. Tilt! RNG, come on, be on our side right now, please. Let's do this. We could, I guess we could have let it hit since this does do pierce damage. So we did miss out on a couple damage right there, which feels bad.
I don't have time for your interference.
So we hover over and hopefully we can get there. Whew, that felt real good that we got that hit in. Yeah, sure. Okay, so now we just do that. I actually think we just flood the board here, because they did their one they did their one board wipe, and that was 7 MP. So now it's kind of like we're forcing them to maybe use their hero art on that, and like that's not that big. If they do a little creature, we could use our Raging Demon.
Yeah, just
Okay. And I was waiting for the vial because the vial's going to be quite big, so I would rather have them use that just on that little dude. Yeah. Yeah. Stop killing my friends. This is pretty good though, because it's going to do 3 pierce damage. Let's just do this and this. Just have a grip full of removal. Yes! We got there just in time, and this should be it, because I doubt that they have enough MP to really do anything, and whew! Okay. Feels good starting off with a win. Hopefully we can keep this trend going. Another DD, so we could keep this. We have... Let's keep this. If we maul... Like, this is not a great hand, but if we maul, it could just be worse. And that would feel bad. So we're going to keep this. We could just murder spikes this, but I kind of just want to ambush right here. Because this will actually eat the zombie, so it forces them to do something like murder spikes or something like that, and let's kill that. So let's see how many things go in the graveyard. Sure. Awesome. We got all of them. Because, like, you know, if it's in hand, it doesn't, like, strip it from the hand. Let's just do this. I think... Because this is going to, like, kill it anyway, so let's just do this. Well, that they're killing that, because this is only the front unit, so let's murder spikes here, use the free MP, get some more AP going. So they almost have their on deck. They're critical. I think we'll just wait a little bit, and if worse comes to worse, we can just play, like, something.
Preparations complete.
Let's just do that. If they want to use their Dark Destruction on Ashford, that's kind of okay. You know what, let's play this. Because we can always use our Raging Demon to flip it. Oh. Let's do this. Because it's just going to be nice and big.
You think you can stand against a god?
Sure. So I... Because they could just... So many things kill it, but I don't want to use our Raging Demon just to, like, get this a little bit bigger. Yeah, let's do that, though. Oh, I misplayed right there. We definitely should have played... Like, yes, having Gate there wouldn't be, like, great, but a 2/7 body there is better, because now we can't really play anything right. I was a little bit too like, oh man, we get to get an Oni on board. This is going to be great, which it is. Don't get me wrong. Whew. Okay. 2-0 against DD. Feels good. Feels nice. Okay, round 3, another DD. Let's see if we can do a 3-0 sweep. The hand was fine, but I didn't particularly love it. I kind of like this more, and I'm just going to throw that out there. Like, yeah, they could murder spikes or something like that, but whatever. I'm pretty okay with, like, what's going on here. Let's just do this. We could do... Okay. Never mind. Let's do that to kill the zombie, and then like this will be a nice trade-off. Let's do this up there. Because I'm kind of like okayed with like some like trades here just to get things like a little bit weaker. And let's do a flyer here. Oh no, I was being... Yeah, that was stupid. Oh man, I'm playing sloppy because okay. I made a mistake, I made another mistake, but let's just keep going. Okay, that's great. That was a great draw, that to the 2-5. So we still don't want to play Seth. It's nice that we have an M. Bison, so we'll play M. Bison. Hopefully this doesn't get Murder Spike. Okay. Cruel Game is pretty darn good there. We could just play this as a 2-3. Like, it's not... Or a 2-5. That's not the worst. I think it's better than playing M. Bison, to be honest. Maybe I'm thinking a little bit too much of Seth's, but since we're so close to that, and like Seth kills so much in this matchup, I'm kind of holding on to it for dear life. I think we've rushed a little bit too much at just like letting them get us. Let's just kill that. We could wait for revenge units that are going to be a little bit more problematic. However, I think like that's kind of okay. Okay, let's see. Hopefully this could get a hit in. That would be awesome. No dice. No hit for you. So I kind of don't want to play anything until they play something, because then we can like do Vega and use our hero art, and then like our sets are online. And yes, they can use their DD, but like now it kind of forces them to do their DD, and like now it's nice that we have these things, just these 2/7 bodies that will kill at MP cost 4. Worst comes to worst, we could just like throw a Vega down there as a 1/7 body. It's not great. Let's do this. Okay. Ah! I really just wanted to save that life, because that life was going to be so important to save. But we wasted a Seth and didn't even save any life. So like that was just like a twofer. It's pretty hard for us to deal with Bison. Since it's 6 MP, it's like out of reach of a lot of our stuff. Unfortunately, I feel like this is the end, because now we can't even play Ashford, and like we can't really, like, we can do this. That is what we could do. Cruel Game's a little bit late. Also, we have one on board. Okay. We beat the first 2 Weskers, but the third one was like, yo, no more beating DD Wesker. I do feel like I rushed that little bit in the early to mid game, and it just kind of snowballed, and didn't feel so good about that, but hopefully we can rally. Okay, kind of happy that's not another Wesker. Now it is a true mirror match. We can keep this. Don't love this hand, but that we have 1 fodder, I'm okay with that. think we just quickly do this and then this. We could just do... Oh no, we can't do that. It has the sun status. Just kidding. Can't do that either. Yeah, I think we just do that, because now, like, they can place something there, and, like, that stinks, but, like, at least, like, that killed something that was going to be kind of hard for us to deal with, all told. Let's just kill that and deal 1 to them, because I don't particularly feel like playing any of these. Alright, our sun status is 1. Okay, that was pretty, like, that was pretty good. It dealt with 2 of them. Like, I will take that. Let's do this. Because if they play something, then we can ascend this. If they don't, we get 6 in. And they just, like, used quite a bit anyways. Ah! I was trying to use mine real quick. But I guess that's like, okay, we can... Let's just do this one. I don't want to wait around to the Bison. I don't want to take any more damage, and it was going to be very, very close. Cost 3 or less. Let's do that. That feels nice. Now our Seths are online, and Seth is going to, like, 4 or less is, like, going to kill quite a bit. We don't need to do this. Like, I'm okay with, like... Ah! We were a little slow. Story of our GP season so far. I think I'm just going to do this. Why not? Like, it's just, like, if this goes in, they're at 2... Like, these 2/7 bodies are so good. This is why I put more Seths in. Yeah, that's fine. Kind of just mostly want to do this. But we can wait and see what happens. Oh, they're at 1? Yeah, okay, never mind. We should have done that. I kind of didn't realize that they were at 1 after the last hit. That felt good. Seth, that 2/7 body is no joke. And once you get the 3 ascend, man, it feels nice. Okay, hopefully this is for, like, all the marbles to go 4-1. Let's keep this. This is pretty good. Some removal, some fodder. We could just, like, do that. I don't mind that. Or we could just do... let's just do this. Because, like, that will trade, so, like, that's pretty fine. They could ascend over it, and that might feel bad, but... Oh, that's 3. Let's do this. Yes, we're not getting any pierce damage, but, like, that's okay to, like, kill a 3 thing. Like, that feels real nice. Let's do this. So, hopefully, if we could get 8 in this early in the game, that would feel real nice. If they do have another active response like that, we could do that. That's kind of why I did the Murderous Spike first, because we did have the 3 MP in the active response phase with a pump spell, and that feels real nice. And we win! Okay, that was kind of anticlimactic, but we win! Overall, we went 4-1. I'm super happy because that means we are now going to move on to Group A in round 3, and that means if we win some matches, we get better rewards, and we can get our hands on some golden core pack tickets. Overall, those were some pretty fun matches. We definitely got outpaced a little bit, but definitely outpaced some other people, and a lot of them were somewhat grindy because they were a lot of, like, Dark Destruction or the Mirror Match. So those games were pretty fun overall. Definitely played this list a little bit better than I did in my previous video, so that always feels good. Yes, I made a couple mistakes, but overall feel better about this list. I like it. I'll probably tweak it around in the next couple of days before I do the 3rd and final stage. But thank you all for watching. I'll see you all next time.